Mindset is how we think every day and how we see the world around us. When I wake up, my thoughts decide my mood and my actions. If I think positive, my day feels lighter and calmer. If I think negative, small problems feel very big. I believe mindset is like a small voice inside our head. This voice can help us grow or stop us. Learning to listen and guide this voice is very important for a happy and strong life.
I agree with you about that inner voice and its power. My mindset changes how I react to work, people, and problems. When I believe I can learn, I feel brave to try new things. When I think I cannot do something, I stop before I start. A good mindset does not mean life is easy. It means I choose hope instead of fear. This choice helps me move forward step by step, even on hard days.
Sometimes people think mindset is magic, but it is actually a habit. We practice it every day with our thoughts. When something bad happens, we can say, I will learn from this. That is a growth mindset. It does not remove pain, but it gives meaning. I feel proud when I notice my thinking changing slowly. Small changes in thinking can bring big changes in life, relationships, and personal dreams.
Yes, habits are important for mindset growth. I try to watch my words, even the words I say to myself. If I say, I always fail, I feel weak. If I say, I am learning, I feel stronger. This simple change helps my confidence. Mindset is like training a muscle. At first, it feels strange and difficult. Over time, it becomes natural and supports us in many situations.
Emotions are closely connected to mindset too. When I feel angry or sad, my thoughts become dark. I try to pause and breathe. Then I ask myself simple questions. What can I control right now? What can I learn? This calm thinking helps my emotions settle. I am not perfect, but I am improving. Mindset helps me understand my feelings instead of fighting them every time they appear.
I like how you talk about emotions and control. For me, mindset helps during stress. When stress comes, my body feels tight and tired. My old mindset said, this is too much. Now I try to say, I will do one small thing. This thought makes stress smaller. I still feel pressure, but I do not feel lost. Mindset gives me direction when emotions feel confusing and heavy.
Sometimes people compare themselves to others, and that hurts mindset. I did that before and felt sad. Now, I try to compare myself only to my past self. Am I kinder? Am I calmer? Am I learning? This way feels healthier. Everyone has a different life and speed. A strong mindset helps us respect our own journey. It reminds us that slow progress is still real progress worth celebrating.
Comparison is really dangerous for confidence. Social media makes it worse. People show only good moments, not hard ones. When I remember this, my mindset becomes fair. I focus on my own steps and goals. Even small wins matter. When I finish a task or learn a new skill, I feel proud. Mindset helps me see value in effort, not only in perfect results or fast success.
A positive mindset does not mean smiling all the time. It means being honest with feelings and still choosing hope. Some days I feel tired and unmotivated. I allow myself to rest. Rest is also part of growth. When I respect my limits, my mindset becomes kinder. Kindness to self is powerful. It helps me return with more energy, clearer thinking, and stronger belief in myself.
That kindness is something many people forget. They push themselves too hard. I learned that mindset includes patience. When I make mistakes, I try not to insult myself. I say, it's okay, try again. This gentle voice helps me stay calm. Mistakes become lessons, not failures. With this mindset, learning feels safer and more enjoyable. It reduces fear and opens space for curiosity.
Mindset also affects how we talk to others. When I think positively, I listen better and judge less. I feel more open to different ideas. This helps friendships and teamwork. People feel comfortable around calm and open minds. Even conflicts become easier to solve. A flexible mindset allows us to see many sides of one situation. That skill is very helpful in daily life and communication.
I notice that too in my relationships. When my mindset is closed, I argue more. When it is open, I ask questions. Understanding grows from curiosity. Mindset changes conversations. It can turn anger into discussion and distance into connection. This is why mindset is not only personal, it affects families, work, and communities. A healthy mindset creates healthier connections with people around us.
A growth mindset means believing we can improve with effort. I like this idea because it gives hope. Skills are not fixed. We learn by practice and time. When I started learning new things, I felt slow and confused. With patience, I improved. This mindset removes fear of starting. It says, you are allowed to be a beginner. That message feels very comforting and encouraging for many people.
The opposite is a fixed mindset. It says talent is everything. When people think this way, they stop trying. I had this mindset before. I thought I was bad at some skills forever. Later, I learned that effort matters more than talent. This idea changed my life. When I believe improvement is possible, I feel motivated. Even difficult tasks feel more friendly and less scary to face.
Children learn mindset from adults. Words matter a lot. When we praise effort instead of result, children feel safe to try. Saying, you worked hard is better than you are smart. This teaches growth. Adults also need this message. We all want to feel valued for effort. A healthy mindset grows in a supportive environment where mistakes are seen as steps, not shameful moments.
Yes, language shapes thinking. At work, I notice how mindset affects teams. When leaders support learning, people share ideas. When leaders punish mistakes, people hide problems. A learning mindset creates trust. Trust creates better results. This is true not only at work, but also at home. When families support learning, members feel safe to express feelings and grow together without fear or pressure.
Fear is a big enemy of mindset. Fear of failure stops many dreams. I felt this fear often. To help myself, I break goals into small steps. Small steps feel safe. Each step builds confidence. Slowly, fear becomes smaller. Mindset is not about removing fear completely. It's about moving forward even when fear is present. Courage grows with each small action taken.
I like your idea of small steps. Big goals can feel heavy. When I focus only on today, my mindset feels lighter. I ask, what can I do now? This question reduces pressure. Progress becomes clear and manageable. Over time, small actions create big change. Mindset teaches patience and consistency. These qualities help us stay on the path even when motivation feels low.
Gratitude also connects to mindset. When I focus on what I have, my thinking becomes positive. Gratitude does not ignore problems, it balances them. I try to notice small, good things like warm food or kind words. This practice changes my mood. A grateful mindset feels peaceful. It reminds me that life has many good moments, even during difficult times or stressful periods.
Gratitude helps me too, especially at night. Before sleep, I think about one good thing from the day. This simple habit calms my mind. It reduces worry and helps me rest better. A calm mind supports a strong mindset. When we rest well, we think better. Mindset, body, and emotions work together naturally.
Another important part of mindset is self-talk. We speak to ourselves all day. If our words are harsh, our mind feels tired. I practice gentle self-talk. I speak as I would to a friend. This makes a big difference. Supportive words give energy. Negative words take energy away. Choosing kind words helps mindset stay healthy and strong over time.
Self-talk really shapes identity. When I changed my words, my behavior changed too. I stopped saying I am lazy and started saying I need better planning. This small change felt powerful. It gave me control instead of shame. Mindset grows when we feel capable. Clear and kind self-talk helps us see solutions instead of problems. That shift improves daily life greatly.
Mindset also affects how we learn new languages or skills. Many adults feel embarrassed to make mistakes. I felt that too. When I accepted mistakes as normal, learning became fun. A learning mindset brings joy. It removes pressure to be perfect. Instead, it invites curiosity. Curiosity opens the door to improvement and confidence. This approach helps beginners feel relaxed and motivated.
I agree completely. Beginners need encouragement, not judgment. When people feel safe, they learn faster. Mindset creates that safety. Teachers, friends, and parents all play a role, but we must also support ourselves. A friendly mindset makes learning feel like exploration, not a test. This feeling keeps motivation alive and helps us continue even when progress feels slow.
A healthy mindset helps during change. Change can feel scary and uncomfortable. When something new happens, I remind myself that change brings learning. Even if I do not like it, I can grow from it. This thought helps me stay calm. Acceptance does not mean liking everything. It means trusting that I can adapt and learn something valuable from the situation.
Change tested my mindset many times. When plans failed, I felt lost. Now I try to see change as redirection. Maybe the old path was not right. This idea brings peace. It reduces anger and regret. Mindset turns problems into questions. Instead of asking, why me, I ask, what now? This simple change helps me move forward with less stress.
Mindset also influences motivation. Motivation comes and goes. A strong mindset stays. On days I feel lazy, I rely on habits. Habits do not need motivation. They work quietly. Mindset supports habits by reminding me why I started. Purpose gives strength. When purpose is clear, actions follow more easily. This connection between mindset and habits supports long-term goals.
I used to wait for motivation, and nothing happened. Now I focus on discipline. Discipline sounds strict, but it is actually caring. It protects my goals. Mindset helps me understand this. When I act even without motivation, I feel proud later. That pride builds confidence. Confidence feeds mindset. This positive cycle makes progress steady and reliable over time.
Mindset is tested most during failure. Failure feels painful and disappointing. I try to allow sadness first. Then I reflect. What went wrong? What can I do differently? This process turns failure into feedback. A learning mindset transforms pain into wisdom. Without reflection, failure feels useless. With reflection, it becomes a teacher that helps us grow stronger and wiser.
Failure taught me patience. I learned that success often comes after many tries. When I stopped fearing failure, I tried more. Trying more increased chances to succeed. Mindset removes fear from action. It encourages effort. Even when results are not perfect, effort brings experience. Experience brings improvement. This change shows how mindset supports long-term success in life.
Support from others also shapes mindset. When friends believe in us, we believe in ourselves more easily. I try to choose supportive people. Negative voices can damage confidence. A healthy mindset sometimes means setting boundaries. Protecting our mental space is important. We deserve encouragement and respect. Surrounding ourselves with positive energy helps mindset grow naturally and safely.
I learned to be careful with advice, too. Not all advice fits. A strong mindset listens but decides carefully. We should trust our values. When advice matches our values, it helps. When it does not, we can politely ignore it. This balance protects confidence. Mindset grows stronger when we trust ourselves and make choices that feel right inside.
Mindset can change slowly. Some days feel like no progress. That is normal. Growth is not always visible. I remind myself to be patient. Small internal changes matter. Over time, they show outside too. Trusting the process is part of mindset. When we trust, we worry less. Less worry creates space for peace and creative thinking.
I also remind myself that setbacks are temporary. Nothing stays the same forever. This thought brings hope. Even bad moments pass. Mindset gives perspective. It helps me see life as a long journey, not one bad day. With this view, emotions feel manageable. I can breathe and continue. Perspective is a powerful tool for mental strength.
Mindset affects health too. Stressful thoughts affect the body. When I calm my thinking, my body relaxes. Simple breathing helps. Mind and body communicate all the time. A calm mindset supports sleep, digestion, and energy. We often forget this connection. Caring for mindset is caring for health. Small mental habits can improve physical well-being greatly.
I noticed this connection during exercise. When my mindset is positive, exercise feels easier. When my thoughts are negative, my body feels heavy. This shows how strong the mind is. Encouraging thoughts give energy. This does not remove tiredness, but it helps continue. Mindset becomes a partner to the body, supporting effort and recovery together.
Another way mindset helps is with daily routines. When I think routines are boring, I avoid them. When I see them as support, I feel calm. Simple routines save energy. They reduce many small decisions. This helps the mind rest. A rested mind thinks better. Mindset changes how we see habits. With a positive view, routines become friends, not rules, and they quietly support a balanced life.
I used to fight routines too. I wanted freedom every day. Later, I learned routines give more freedom, not less. When basic things are planned, my mind feels open. I can be creative and relaxed. Mindset helped me understand this idea. It changed resistance into acceptance. Now I enjoy simple routines because they give structure, safety, and more space for important things.
Mindset is important when learning from others. Sometimes advice feels uncomfortable. A closed mindset feels attacked. An open mindset listens first. I try to separate advice from emotion. This helps me learn calmly. Not all advice is useful, but listening is still valuable. Mindset teaches humility. Humility helps growth. When we stay open, learning becomes easier and less stressful.
I learned to ask questions instead of defending myself. This shift changed conversations. When I ask questions, I learn more. Mindset supports curiosity. Curiosity reduces conflict. It also improves understanding. Even when I disagree, I respect the other view. This calm mindset makes communication smoother. It saves energy and builds trust. Good mindset turns discussion into learning instead of fighting.
Mindset also affects how we start mornings. If I wake up and rush, my day feels heavy. If I take one calm breath, my thinking softens. Small morning choices shape mindset. A calm start brings clarity. It doesn't need much time, just awareness. Mindset is sensitive. It listens to how we begin the day and responds with similar energy.
Mornings were hard for me before. I felt tired and negative. I changed one thought. I stopped saying, I am tired, and said, I am waking up. This small change helped. Mindset reacts to words. Better words bring better feelings. Over time, mornings became easier. This shows how small mental changes can slowly improve daily experience.
Mindset helps during waiting. Waiting can feel frustrating. I try to see waiting as rest or thinking time. This thought reduces anger. It makes waiting useful. Mindset gives meaning to empty moments. Instead of wasting energy, I breathe and observe. These small pauses help calm the mind. Calm moments during the day support emotional balance and patience.
I struggled with impatience a lot. Waiting made me angry. When I changed my mindset, waiting felt lighter. I listened to music or reflected quietly. This reduced stress. Mindset can turn frustration into peace. It doesn't change the situation, but it changes experience. This skill is helpful in traffic, lines, and many daily situations.
Mindset also affects decision-making. When I rush, I regret choices. When I pause, choices feel clearer. Mindset creates space to think. I ask myself simple questions. Is this choice helpful? Does it match my values? This practice builds confidence. Over time, decision-making becomes calmer. A thoughtful mindset supports long-term happiness and reduces unnecessary stress.
I noticed that fear often rushes decisions. Mindset helps slow fear. When I slow down, fear loses power. I see more options. This clarity feels good. Decisions become easier. Even wrong decisions feel okay because they were thoughtful. Mindset teaches responsibility without pressure. It supports learning from choices instead of blaming ourselves afterward.
Mindset is tested when things repeat. When problems come again, frustration grows. I try to see repetition as a lesson not learned yet. This thought gives direction. It removes anger. Mindset reframes experience. Instead of asking why again, I ask what is missing. This approach feels empowering and helps break negative cycles in life.
Repeated problems taught me patience. I learned that success often comes after many tries. When I stopped fearing failure, I tried more. Trying more increased chances to succeed. Mindset removes fear from action. It encourages effort. Even when results are not perfect, effort brings experience. Experience brings improvement. This chain shows how mindset supports long-term success in life.
Mindset also helps with dreams. Dreams feel far and scary sometimes. A growth mindset breaks dreams into plans. Plans create direction. Direction creates action. When I focus on one step, dreams feel possible. This reduces fear. Dreams do not need to be perfect. They need care and patience. Mindset gives dreams a safe place to grow slowly.
Dreams need belief. Without belief, they stay ideas. Mindset builds belief through action. Each small success builds trust. Trust tells the mind, I can do this. This feeling is powerful. It pushes us forward. Even when others doubt, our mindset can protect our dreams. Belief is quiet but strong. It grows with consistency and courage.
Mindset also shapes how we see time. Some people rush, others wait too long. A balanced mindset respects time. I try to plan but stay flexible. Life changes plans often. Flexibility reduces stress. When I accept change, time feels kinder. I feel less pressure. Mindset teaches patience with timing. Everything has its moment, even if it arrives later than expected.
Patience is difficult but valuable. I learned it through mistakes. Rushing caused stress and errors. Waiting too long caused regret. Mindset helped me find balance. Now I act when ready, not when afraid. This awareness feels peaceful. Mindset brings wisdom. It helps us listen to intuition while staying realistic. This balance supports better decisions in daily life.
Mindset also affects confidence. Confidence grows from action, not thinking alone. When I act despite fear, confidence increases. Each action sends a message to the mind. It says, I am capable. This message builds strength. Mindset encourages action. Action feeds confidence. Confidence supports mindset. This cycle helps us grow stronger with each experience we face.
Confidence is not loud, it is calm. A healthy mindset creates calm confidence. This confidence does not need approval, it trusts inner values. When I stopped seeking approval, I felt free. Mindset helped me see my worth. This freedom improved my choices and happiness. Confidence rooted in mindset feels stable and lasting, not dependent on others' opinions.
Mindset is important during conflict. When disagreements happen, mindset decides reaction. I tried to stay curious instead of defensive. Curiosity opens dialogue. Defense closes it. This approach helps solve problems peacefully. It is not easy, but practice helps. A respectful mindset builds understanding. Understanding builds solutions. This skill improves relationships and reduces emotional pain during difficult conversations.
I struggled with conflict before. My mindset was protective and angry. Over time, I learned to pause. Pausing gives space to choose response. This choice is powerful. Mindset gives control back. When I respond calmly, outcomes improve. Even if agreement does not happen, respect remains. This makes conflict less harmful and more productive for everyone involved.
Mindset also helps during loneliness. When alone, thoughts become loud. A supportive mindset offers comfort. I remind myself that being alone does not mean being unwanted. It means resting or growing. This thought brings peace. Mindset changes loneliness into solitude. Solitude can be healing. It gives time for reflection and self-connection, which strengthens emotional health.
Loneliness taught me self-acceptance. When I stopped judging myself, loneliness felt lighter. Mindset helped me enjoy my own company. This made relationships better too. When we feel whole alone, we connect better with others. Mindset builds this inner stability. It helps us feel secure inside, which is important for emotional balance and healthy connections.
Mindset grows through reflection. Reflection means thinking about experiences gently. I ask what I learned, not what I did wrong. This approach feels safe. It encourages honesty. Reflection improves awareness. Awareness improves choices. Mindset becomes wiser with reflection. This habit supports continuous growth and emotional intelligence, helping us understand ourselves better every day.
Reflection helps me close each day. I think about actions and feelings. I do not judge, I observe. Observation brings clarity. Clarity improves tomorrow. Mindset becomes calmer. When we reflect, we slow down. Slowing down reduces stress. This practice supports balance. A reflective mindset helps us live with intention instead of reacting without thinking.
Mindset is not something we finish learning. It is a lifelong practice. Some days are strong, some days are weak. Both are normal. What matters is returning to kindness and growth. A healthy mindset supports learning, healing, and dreaming. It helps us face life with courage and patience. I believe everyone can improve their mindset step by step with awareness and care.
I feel the same. Mindset is a quiet guide. It does not remove problems, but it shows the way. When we choose growth, kindness, and patience, life feels lighter. Mindset helps us trust ourselves. It supports progress, not perfection. This understanding brings peace. With a supportive mindset, we can face challenges with strength, learn from experiences, and continue moving forward with hope.